Good morning everybody, welcome to this week's Tiller's Turf Talk. Hope you're all keeping really well. So here we are once again at a fabulously sunny Springwood farm, lovely blue skies. So what this means is once again we've got some fantastic conditions to get out in the fields, get a real head start on spring. Plenty going on, so we're going to nip out and have a look in a minute, see what we can find. But before we do, there's been a few more improvements in the yard. We're going to have a look at them first, then we'll get in the van, we'll head out, and yeah, let's go and have a great morning and enjoy this sunshine. Before we head out to the fields, I just wanted to have a quick look around the yard, and you may recall the last few weeks we've been looking at the main pad in the yard with the new concrete flooring going in with our sister company Pine Turf. Well, the work hasn't stopped there, and at the moment we're continuing to create more hard standing surface for things like our trailers and other implements, just to give it a nice, neat, tidy, clean, secure place to park all our kit, of which there is lots of it, as you can probably imagine. So we've got Lakeland Earthworks in at the moment, doing that for us, and if you look behind me up there we have a laser, and that will be sending signals over to the dozer over here, and so they're pushing all the stone level, and we're going to get the surface really good so it drains properly and does everything we want it to do. So yeah, so let's go a little bit further, we'll take a quick look at what they're doing, and then we'll head out into the fields. So as always, Lakeland doing a fantastic job for us here, really doing us proud. Levels, preparation, meticulous attention to detail, but then again you wouldn't expect any less from such a leading earthworks contractor. So yeah, Lakeland Earthworks once again on the money here, doing a great job. I've just come down to a couple of our specialist fields where we're starting to get ready to get some seed in the ground, and also we'll nip over shortly in that direction and we'll have a look and see a bit of sand spreading. So the guys have been over with some linear aeration for a start. So what we're trying to do here is decompact the soil, create lots of fissures for the new roots of the new seed to make their way down into the soil profile. So you may see the lines behind me here. So we've got rotating knives going through, shaking the soil, and like I say, creating these nice fissures for the root development. And following that, we'll run over with some deep tine aeration. That's going on behind me. Let's go and take a closer look. So what the linear aeration is doing is actually shaking the soil and decompacting it that way. And with the deep tine aeration, it's more of a heaving action. So the tines go straight down, then lift to heave the soil and decompact that way. So we've got the best of both worlds. Let's take a closer look. So Dan doing a great job with the deep tine aeration, and yeah, it's a slow old process but worth every minute and every piece of effort that's put in to do it. So it's going to make a fantastic seed bed. The seed will be going in I think tomorrow, and we may make another video about that for next week. In the meantime, we'll head out to the next field and we'll go and see a bit of sand spreading. The field we're sanding today is going to be some future revetting stock, so for maybe ready in the next 2 to 3 years. So we're just putting the final few applications of sand, then we're at depth. We do like to wait till we've got some good strong spring growth to do this, because we don't want to smother the sand out and create any unnecessary stress. So yeah, so it's all gone really well. Steve's banging the sand on, Ryan's going behind with the brush and brushing it straight into the sward. Like I say, fantastic day for it today. Started with a frost this morning. It's now sort of 1 o'clock, we're in t-shirts, it's about 16 degrees. Absolutely crazy weather for the early March, but making the best of it. Sand spreading doesn't get any better than this in terms of conditions, brilliant. So a question I ask quite regular is regarding our revetting turf, and that is, why don't you just cut 40mm thick soil? Well, two reasons really. Number one, that wouldn't be the right thing to do, to take 40mm soil from the field, but more importantly it would not be sustainable. So therefore we're adding the sand, so we're building the 40mm layer up, so when we harvest it, as we can see down here, we have a good strong 40mm bed of sand in there, and we're not taking any field soil away at all, which would be incredibly irresponsible. So yeah, great product. Like I say, 3 to 4 years in the maturation process. Brilliant stuff. After the sanding, I've made my way to another part of the farm, and Tilda is such a vast site, and the field I'm in now is probably, I don't know, maybe 6 miles from HQ. And like we say many times, preparation is everything when it comes to seed beds. And we looked earlier at the decompaction we were doing pre-drilling some fescue in one of the specialist fields. Now this, I believe, is a new field we've taken on this year. Lovely, beautiful, friable, sandy soil. Going to make some fantastic turf, I'm sure. So in this field at the moment, Gavin is deep subsoiling, and it's so important that we decompact this soil to allow good root development, but also good movement of water, and we don't have that surface compaction that's going to cause it to puddle. So yeah, so Gav is over there. We'll take a closer look in a minute, but once again we're on GPS, so we've got perfect dead straight lines, and we'll have perfect overlaps when it comes to filling in this gap here. So yeah, can't express highly enough the value of this GPS system in creating minimal overlaps, minimal waste, and obviously maximum fuel efficiency and output. So fabulous stuff. Let's take a closer look at the subsoiler. So as Gav completes the subsoiling in this field, ready for the next stage of cultivation, I've just noticed there is also a little bit of fertiliser on the floor here, and if I just flip the camera around, and you may just notice a few little red dots here, and this is in fact potash. So we're spreading potash on the field now, again just to increase the potassium levels, as they can deplete in the winter time when we sort of get the leachate and the nutrients that are filtering through the soil profile. So this is all going on. Gav's working it in nicely now with the subsoil and the first cultivation. So as soon as these roots go down, they've got some fantastic nutrient to tap into, and the potash will really help with the root development. So all fantastic stuff. We've seen the potash. I think we'll wander out now. We'll try and find Rory, and we'll see how it's spread on. Potash earlier going on the new field, and at the moment we're in a field which is sort of semi-mature, so this is one we're now getting ready for autumn time, and this one's had its potash. So the fertiliser of choice this afternoon is sulfate of ammonia, so that's a 2100 analysis, so no potash, no phosphate, straight N, to really push this crop on, get it growing, get some colour and get some good growth response, which sulfate of ammonia does really well. So a little bit of rain forecast tomorrow, so to get this washed in just nicely. But in the meantime, we'll let Rory crack on, get out of his way, and yeah, let's go watch some spreading. I really hope you've enjoyed this week's video, looking at a few of the operations we're carrying out today and making the best of this nice dry spring weather. But it's not just what we've seen in the video, there's plenty else going on, so very busy harvest again, We're starting to put irrigation systems together now. It is starting to get dry. We do have some rain forecast tomorrow, which will hopefully just help us out a little bit, but it will not be too long before thoughts are turned to irrigation, particularly on this nice dry sandy free draining soil. So we need to be ready, make sure we don't get caught out. So before I close the video, I just want to make a special mention to the whole team here at Tillers who pull all this together, work hard to get things over the line, to make sure we have all these fantastic products to offer up to our customers throughout the year. So a massive well done to everybody. So as always, thanks for watching. Please help us grow the channel. Please share the video, consider subscribing if you haven't already. We'd love to get to 1,000 subscribers. That would really mean a lot to myself and the company. And we absolutely love doing the videos for you. We hope you really enjoy watching them. So in the meantime, have a great weekend. We'll catch you next week. Take care everybody. Cheers for now.